This is a short story called Breaking the Pig by Edgar Carrot, translated by Dahlia Ballou, digital story by me, Mike Decker. Dad wouldn't buy me a Bart Simpson doll. Mom actually said yes, but Dad said I was spoiled. Why should we, he said to Mom. Why should we buy him one? All it takes is one little squeak from him and you jump to attention. Dad said I had no respect for money, that if I didn't learn it when I was young, when would I? Kids who get Bart Simpson dolls too easily grow up to be punks who steal from candy stores because they're used to getting whatever they want the easy way. So instead of a Bart Simpson doll, he bought me an ugly porcelain pig with a slot in his back. And now I'll grow up to be okay. Now I won't be a punk. Every morning I have to drink a cup of cocoa, even though I hate it. Cocoa with skin is a shekel. Without skin, it's half a shekel. And if I throw up right away, I don't get anything. I put the coins into the pig's back, and when you shake it, it rattles. When the pig is full and it doesn't rattle when you shake it, I'll get a Bart Simpson on a skateboard. That's what Dad says. That way it's educational. Actually, the pig's cute. His nose is cold when you touch it, and he smiles when you push the shekel into his back, and when you push in half a shekel too. But the nicest thing is that he smiles, even when you don't. I gave him a name. I called him Margulis, after a man who used to live in our mailbox, and my dad couldn't peel off the label. Margulis isn't like my other toys. He's much calmer, without lights and springs and batteries that leak, only you have to watch that he doesn't jump off the table. Margulis, be careful. You're made of porcelain, I remind him, when I catch him bending down a bit and looking at the floor, and he smiles at me and waits patiently for me to take him down myself. I love it when he smiles. It's only because of him that I drink the cocoa with the skin every morning, so that I can push the shekel into his back and watch how his smile doesn't change at all. I love you, Margulis, I tell him afterwards. Honest. I love you more than Mom and Dad, and I'll always love you, no matter what, even if you break into candy stores, but don't even think of jumping off the table. Yesterday, Dad came and picked up Margulis off the table. He began shaking him wildly and turned him upside down. Be careful, Dad, I said to him. You're giving Margulis a tummy ache. But Dad didn't stop. It's not making a noise anymore. You know what that means, don't you? Tomorrow you get a Bart Simpson on a skateboard. That's great, Dad, I said. A Bart Simpson on a skateboard. Great. Just stop shaking Margulis. It's making him dizzy. Dad put Margulis back on the table and went to call Mom. He came back a minute later, pulling her with one hand and holding a hammer in the other. See, I was right, he said to Mom. Now he knows that things have value. Right, Yovi? Sure I do, I said. Sure, but what's the hammer for? It's for you, said Dad, and put the hammer in my hand. Just be careful. Sure, I'll be careful, I said, and I was. But after a few minutes, Dad got fed up and said, Go on, then. Break the pig. What, I asked? Break Margulis? Yes, Margulis, said Dad. Go on, break it. You've earned the Bart Simpson. You've worked hard enough for it. Margulis smiled at me, with the sad smile of a porcelain pig who knows his end is near. To hell with the Bart Simpson. Me hit a friend on the head with a hammer? I don't want Bart Simpson. I gave Dad the hammer back. Margulis is enough for me. You don't understand, said Dad. It's all right. It's educational. Come on. I'll break it for you. Dad was lifting the hammer, looking at Mom's crushed eyes and Margulis' tired smile. I knew that it was up to me. If I didn't do anything, he was dead. Dad, I grabbed him by a leg. What is it, Yovi? Said Dad, his hammer hand poised in midair. May I have another shekel, please? I begged. One more shekel to push inside. Tomorrow, after the cocoa, and then we'll break him. Tomorrow, I promise. Another shekel? Dad smiled and put the hammer down. You see, the boy has learned self-restraint. Yes, self-restraint, I said. Tomorrow. There were tears in my throat already. When they left the room, I hugged Margulis very tight and let the tears out. He didn't say anything, only trembled quietly in my hands. Don't worry, I whispered in his ear. I'll save you. The night, I waited for Dad to finish watching TV in the living room and go to bed. Then I got up very quietly and sneaked out through the porch with Margulis. We walked in the dark for a long time until we reached a thorny field. Pigs are crazy about fields, I told Margulis as I put him down on the ground, especially fields with thorns. You'll like it here. I waited for an answer, but Margulis didn't say anything, and when I touched him on the nose to say goodbye, he just gave me a sad look. He knew he'd never see me again.